Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, views, subscribes, the comments, donations, super chats, super thanks, super fans, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's ring the bell. Let's clear out the energy. And then we'll just see what the message the Spirit has for us this morning. I feel like it's going to be a very clear message. Bottom of the deck. Somebody's in grief. Grand Rising, J Mike. They're in grief because they didn't speak up. They didn't say how they felt. They didn't say what was truly on their mind. They didn't tell you the truth. They didn't say something. Something needed to be said. Something needed to be spoken. Something needed to that the light should have been cast on something. And it was what somebody was trying to create, how they was trying to betray you. We ain't even in the first 2 minutes and y'all already getting me upset and excited. Grand Rising Shaylin. But you know now. Now they don't have to tell you because now you know. You know, and they know you know because they're looking at you. And you're getting all this good juju. You know your worth. Confirmation. You're getting all this good juju and you know your worth. You know, you had to rebuild yourself. You had to be like reborn. Yes. You had to almost be reborn like whatever life that was before, you no longer know that life. You no longer associate with those people. You did a radical rebirth and you liberated yourself because you knew when enough was enough. Let me put my glasses on so I can see because I surely can't see nothing. Hey spirits, tunes into tarot. How are you? Yes, this person now it's like they're out in the cold. They thought that they was gonna do something to you. You was gonna be like, oh my gosh, no, what do I do? I'm so that's not you, that's them. And let there be a lesson to them. They don't want nobody fucking with them. So why in the hell was it okay for them to do it to you? Everybody sees who they are. They can't hide. They can't hide. Everybody sees they was wearing a mask. Everybody sees they was fake. That $3 bill fake. And this person, it's like they was really trying to get you to hold you back whenever it was them that needed to proceed forward. You was trying to talk to them about aligning, opening up their chakras, but they were the ones who was resisting it because they felt like you didn't know what the fuck you was talking about when you was telling them the truth. Because you saw both sides of a situation. You've been on your dark side, now you on your light side. And you let that person know, leave that dark shit alone. You told this person they're hurting themselves and they didn't believe you. Everything that this person tried to come up against you, everything they tried to create, to do to you, you saw it. Not only did you see it, you spoke about it. You talked about it. You told the world about it. And now, and this person is upset that you're not shutting up. They're mad that you're putting it out there. But you know what? You had to go through something to get to where you're at now. So how dare them want you to not say nothing? No, that's not how this works. That's not how none of this works. I had to save myself from some bullshit. You think I'm not going to come out in these spiritual streets and try and help others to save themselves? You think that's not going to happen? That's going to happen all day, every day. Because I know what it felt like for me. And I don't want nobody else to go through that type of pain. I don't have a problem standing in my divine lineage. I don't have a problem showing people who I am, showing people whose I am. I belong to the Most High. And this is what they wanted to stop. They don't like that. They don't like that little light in you shining through. Now somebody wants some forgiveness. Now they want you to forgive them. But you know what? They need to ask God for forgiveness. They need to forgive themselves. And then they need to worry about asking your forgiveness. Because, see, it's not your battle. This is the battle between them and the Lord. This is the battle between who gets to win their soul, either the Most High or that devil. This is what this person needs to think about whenever they're looking for this forgiveness. Don't come to me. Go to God. God's going to let you know. God's going to let you know you got to get this, this, this. And whenever you've done all of that clearing, then God will let me know. But I've forgiven. Don't nobody need no closure around here. When we say we forgive, that's it. That's the closure. Don't nobody need somebody's coming around. Well, why did you do this? Well, I only did this. Well, what about this? Well, no. That's drumming. That's stretching the past back up. Don't nobody want all that bullshit. Let it go. Yes, somebody finds himself in the middle of a storm. In the middle of a storm, and guess what? They don't feel safe now. They don't feel safe. You know why? Because all them people that they was hanging out with, all them little goody goo friends, they're not safe around them. They didn't think about that when they was trying to hurt you with these people. Wait a minute. If I'm trying to hurt the one that trusts me, that I can trust, with the people that don't, that this person can't trust and shouldn't trust, when I need somebody, who am I supposed to trust? See, this is what you call stupidity. Somebody needed to get grounded. They needed to really look at their hidden desires. Like, what was they really trying to do? And why? It's time for somebody to surrender. Surrender to these hidden pleasures that aren't bringing someone what they want. They're not bringing them any closer to God. And that's really what they want. They think they want this great big castle. They think they want all the gold in the world. They think they want all the men or the hoes, but they don't. They want that relationship with God. That's what they really want. You know, it's like their intuition is telling them that they need to be more loving, that they need to be more caring, that they need to have some empathy, some compassion, instead of trying to control, dominate. That's not it. That's not it. Now somebody's on Front Street. Everybody's looking at this person and they talking about how somebody ruined their own fucking life. They ruined their own life listening to and believing in some bullshit that somebody helped them to manifest. They ruined their own life. They ruined their own happiness, their own joy. What joy is gone? But you, they're watching you. They're watching you have the joy that you deserve. receive the miracles that you deserve. Because you know what? You're awakened. You see what's going on. You know, something about what somebody, they didn't want to give to you. They didn't want to give. They was open. They had their hands open to take, but they never wanted to give back. But now, in this season, everybody's looking at them. People are calling them. People are smiling at this person in their face. They're like, "Oh yeah, how you doing? How you doing, Roger? Yeah, oh yeah, Susie, how you doing? Yeah, What else is going on? Oh my, well, how was that situation? Oh, what? Oh, we're gonna pray for you. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that." That's in front of this person's face, but behind this person's back, you know what they're saying? It's about time that Judas got what they deserve. They are actively calling this person a fucking Judas behind their back. They talking about some, yeah, what come around, go around. Like this person, they was talking about the light side, the dark side, and how this person was just trying to go in the dark side. They said they don't blame you for leveling up and cutting their motherfucking cords. Because they said this person is deserving everything that they are getting. Everything that they getting. Hey, Addie. Hey, James and Biscuit. What's the message? Somebody's intuition was talking to them. And their intuition was telling them that, hey, it's time for them to level up. And maybe not just, be this hidden enemy. Maybe level up. Maybe do something. Because you know what? You're going to need somebody. You're going to need somebody one day. You're going to need that person that could not trust you, but you could trust. The person that you could trust, but that same person that couldn't trust you, Spirit said, get your shit together because you're going to need that one. The one who was not ashamed to say how much they love you, how much they care about you, and everything else. You're going to need that one. What's the message? I'm going to take that as a confirmation. Yes. And that's the truth. Someone now knows the truth of the situation, truth of the matter. They should have listened to their fucking intuition. Because instead, no, they were sabotaging themselves and everybody see it. They can't help. They can't throw that to the side. They cannot people not see it. Because like I said, people are looking at you. You ain't hiding shit. You ain't hiding shit. You out on Front Street, baby. You spreading your good juju. You letting people know, hey, you are worthy. Show you yourself as you truly are. Don't let anybody think that you gotta hide your light. Somebody was sitting here saying that you are wearing a mask. You're not really as in line, in alignment as you say you are. But you are. It's just that's the person who was resistant. That's the person who ain't in alignment. And how dare they sit there and say you're not when they're not. They don't even have a fucking clue what being in alignment is to sit there and say you ain't something. That's like, if I'm a brain surgeon and you work on the line at the car manufacturer, how you gonna tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm doing? Well, shit, you ain't even gone to school or did none of the shit that I went and did. But you gonna sit here and tell somebody that they not doing whatever they're doing. This shit don't make sense. Hey, AJ Craft, how are you? It don't make sense. Did I say hello to you this morning, Addie? Doesn't make sense. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Yes. Now somebody wants your love. Now somebody wants all that love that you was giving to them before. Now they want it. They can't get enough of it. If they can call you back to be like, hey, can you drop off a pound of that love today? Please, because I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody feel really sad. They feel really alone out in the cold. They feel like don't nobody love they funky ass. They feel like nobody loves them. And they feel like they on Front Street after ruining their entire life because they want to play hidden enemy to somebody that they was connected to, somebody that they need. They want to play the little game of who can be the hidden enemy that somebody don't know about. Well, I guess they got the answer to their questions. But all those people that they had that pleasure of being around, those were the people that showed, oh, we're your hidden enemy. What's the message? See, people think they look real cool until they look back and they go, no, we was looking real stupid. Yes. They think they look real cool until they look back and they look at themselves and they're like, damn, we was looking real stupid. What's the message? Spirit said it's time for this person to surrender, to give it all up, to let it all go. You don't even need to pack no bags. Just walk out the door. Drop the bullshit. Somebody, they need to have go. They need to burn it down and start over. Here we go. Mm-hmm. So that this person can finally manifest what they want. Joy. So that this person can finally get back on track like they need to. But until this person can sit here and be truthful with themselves, it's not going to work. They're going to find themselves in that perpetual state of hell. That state that they wanted you to be in. Anything else from this deck? Mm-mm. No, but somebody is aware of, like you, when you started all the way over, when you woke up to what was really going on, and you started all the way over. Now this person is upset with themselves, because they didn't. Like this person is feeling left out in the cold. Are we spinning or are we good? Because I saw we had a little crazy moment there.